Let's make sure everything's working. I need to move this over a bit. And we know we have audio and everything, so... Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where, as the stream title says, we are cleaning up the last few things that remain in the Lilum Harlot event. Really quickly, though, there is no new news, sadly, so looks like we might be having a bit of a dead week coming up here, but I could be wrong. They could still announce something. We're just gonna go ahead and claim a bunch of stuff. Hey, Velvet, welcome to the stream. Howdy things. But yeah, we're gonna just claim all of our loot. Our not ill-begotten loot. It is... What's the word for not ill-begotten? Our rightfully gained loot? Oh, that doesn't sound as cool as ill-begotten, so that can't be right. I can't think of what it would be. Sadly. I cannot think of what it would be. Today be bad sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes. Oof, that sucks. I hope that your day tomorrow / the rest of the day will be better. But you've decided on the day and time? Alrighty, when is the day and what is the time? Because like I said, I will be there to watch your first stream. What are you planning? Are you gonna keep what you're streaming a surprise, or are you gonna be saying what it is? Anyways, that's a present box claimed. Then we go to the event shop just to showcase that we've been doing pretty good. Not much left as far as materials need to be gathered. So, the 24th, so that is Thursday at 4 p.m. CST. Central. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's Central Time. Yeah, that's Central, and I know EST is Eastern Standard Time, and CST is Standard Time, and PST is Pacific Standard Time. Those are the only kind of standard times that I know the proper abbreviations for, though. Alright, but, cool. I look forward to watching. Like I said, I'll be there. I shall be there. Let's see here. So, as evidence, I have cleared out a lot of the stuff in the event. There's just a little bit of stuff to gather there, and we have missions we can accomplish. 50 bones gets us the final levels for Satanta and Lady A, as well as 5 assassin gems. 100 assassins gets us 5 Lenogus and the final level for Sita. You know what? Leave it a surprise. Thinking about it, I want to be surprised by what you're playing. Because it'll be interesting. It'll make me unknowing. I like going into things blind. Far too many things are spoiled by people nowadays, so going into something blind is a nice surprise. 55 good servants gets us 10 million QP, as well as a Noah level up. Whoa, that was weird. 10 free quests in London or Okeanos gets us another Noah level up, as well as 5 more Lenogus. 5 in the Septum gets us another Noah and 5 Genesis eggs. And then there is the ones that are independent, which are 150 Lancers gets us the last of the Mole level ups, 5 secret Saber gems, as well as unlocks one of the Coup missions, or Satanta missions rather, which of course is going to take me out of that screen. Dangnabbit. And then 120 Riders gets us another Noah level, as well as an Umu CE and another special quest. Cradle Song. I don't think I actually read this, did I? Thinking about it, I don't think I ever read this thing's description. Under the golden sky, she dances. She is a flower that rustles in the wind, a flame that watches over the night. She flutters, flickers. Alone she dreams of thunderous applause as she dozes, as she sings. Man, I really have grown more affectionate of Umu. over the course of this event. I truly have grown to be more appreciative of Umu. Before I go and do some quests, I have gotten a couple of the Umu CE drops as well, so that's fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay! Max limit break! I'm trying to remember, who is it in your chats and such, Velvet, that is a big Umu stan? It's been a while since they've stopped by here. I'm sure I'll see them on the 24th in your stream chat, but I can't remember who it was that was a big Umu fan. Just can't remember. My memory isn't the greatest at times, though. Anyways, so, while we do have the challenge quest available... Actually, we don't have the challenge quest available yet. We have to do all of these side quests first, it seems. Okay. Careful of parasitic mushrooms. That is generally good advice. Satanta needs to be in the start of the party. Do I really want to make a new party? I don't. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream, Happy Things. You love mushrooms? Cool. I hate mushrooms, to be honest. Absolutely hate them. Where is Satanta? Does Satanta not get an event bonus, or am I just blind? There he is, I just am not used to his sprite. There we go. Alright, Satanta, let's use you to run through all this business. Yeah, Happy Things, J6, Happy Things. Ooh. Snap, crackle, pop my fingers. Man, I gotta be careful of how I'm sitting. You died? Oh no! They killed J6. Quit planting dangerous mushrooms, indeed. Actually, wait. Why? How did you die? How? What you said just kind of caught up with my brain. Because we've established already, I'm kind of not the best today for some reason. Might be because I've kind of smashed my foot a little bit yesterday. I was, the overhead light in the room I stream in kind of died like a week back, so I've been having to use a simple lamp, and yesterday finally got a new overhead light and had installed it and dropped something that weighs about 10 pounds on my foot. Luckily, it only really hit my toes and didn't break anything, but it's still not pleasant. Not pleasant in the slightest. Do this one. And then I do that deet. He spent most of yesterday bringing the winter tent that protects the cars from snow, and it was hot outside with the sun bearing down for about 4 hours. It was still cold outside yesterday for me. It was like high in the 50s, though today it's high in the 70s, so I'm happy about the warmth. I am very happy about the warmth, even though I do not go outside that often. Although, that might end up changing, because I have started exercising again. I'm actually about halfway through the 30-day ab program that I did once. Good. Gosh, what was my exercise today again? What exactly did I do? So today I did 65 sit-ups, 85 crunches, 42 leg raises, and 55 seconds of planking. Because I want to get in better shape, and this is a good start, because I've done this one before. And last time I did it, I had dropped like 10 pounds. So I'm hopeful that I will experience somewhat similar numbers this time. And unlike last time, where I fully did the 30-day ab challenge, at the end of the ab challenge, my stomach started feeling tight, so I decided to just, you know, stop doing any kind of abdominal exercises and fell back out of shape because I did not like how tight my stomach was feeling. Velvet is going to be streaming next Thursday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So, yeah. She's going to be trying her hand at the old streaming. Excuse me, and I'm going to be tuning into that. She's going to be trying her hand at it, she said. So, I'm going to be there as support, because it's kind of been something that has been a little while. If you defeat the golden mushroom, too many of them, time to burn. Yes, burn the mushrooms, Satanta, burn the mushrooms. But yeah, I mean, it kind of goes back years at this point. Back when I was a little bit more... What's the word for it? I think it had to have been a roll-off stream, I want to say. And I had people in voice chat with me as I was doing the roll-offs, and at one point, Velvet was in the VC as we were doing a roll-off or something to that effect, and, you know, she got compliments for her voice, and a lot of people said that, you know, she should try her hands at streaming. And it's always been different things. I'm not going to go through the whole story because, again, it's Velvet's story to tell, but she is finally going to give streaming a shot. So, good on her, in my opinion. I'm going to be there for support. Because support is always good. You can't remember the last time you hit go live? I mean, gosh, last time I actually pressed the go live button was so long ago, man. I usually just press the hotkey. Much less upload it to YouTube. That's fair. I mean, you know, long breaks are expected. Especially when you're in school and stuff. I mean, remember that this time last year, I was kind of in a bit of a rut. In a way, because a lot of school-related BS was going on with me, and I was very sparingly streaming, very sparingly doing anything. But I'm back now. I'm being consistent. Wednesday streams are going to be an hour earlier than normal because of 8 p.m. lectures on Wednesdays. So that's cool. But finally got the syllabus for my class. So it does look like for the website design course, I am going to have to be designing a website by the end of it as sort of a final project. It'll be hosted on the school servers at least, but I will admit to being a tad bit nervous about creating a website. Well, yes, obviously, but, you know, I'm a little nervous about it, because I don't know how good of a job I'm going to do or anything. I mean, I don't know anything about website design, so it's going to be a learning process for me, and I'd like to believe I'm a good learner, but you never know. You never know. I'm not even sure what kind of website I'm going to want to design, or even if I'm going to get the choice of what kind of website. It's a 10-week course. Starts Wednesday, so this is week 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. I believe the final week begins on June the 18th, so the final day of classes would be June the 24th. If my memory serves correctly. Which it should, but, you know, my memory has been proven before to be somewhat spotty. But yeah. Yeah, will do, man. I will do, and I appreciate the offer for help. I truly do appreciate the offer for help. Okay, can you stop rezzing yourself there, Kintoki? It's a little ridiculous that you keep bringing yourself back. Good lord, just tore him apart, though. You've made a few websites, so multiple websites have been created by J6. Are any of those websites still up, perhaps, so that way I can get an idea of what website design is truly like? That's fair. Alright, we just need to defeat the Golden Mushroom. Yeah, I mean, it's an online course where I'm essentially working at my own pace as long as I have everything done by the end of the week. By the end of the school week, which is Tuesdays at 11:59 p.m. I'm not going to question why the school week starts on Wednesdays. I've kind of gotten used to it at this point, but you know, is what it is. But do I have check-ins? So essentially, per the syllabus, what the grade is on is there is a weekly seminar that you do have to attend, but if you don't attend it, you can watch the recording of the seminars and then post a paper about what occurred in the seminars. There is a discussion board where every week you have to make 3 distinct posts on different days. And there is a lab for one of the courses, and the other course has assignments associated with it. So, kind of check-ins, but nothing, as far as I'm aware, nothing that I actually have to sit face-to-face. Again, I don't even know, they might be very well doing this whole website design thing in a step-by-step process, like, week 1 of the course, it's introductory, but by week 2, you're setting down the foundations for the website and all that kind of stuff. Though, to be fair, I have no idea exactly how that all works, so I could be very well wrong. Of course, eat a lot of mushrooms. Here for some delicious tea. Mushroom March on the night of the white mushroom. Oh gosh. Chaos unfolds here. Boop. Bop. And beep. Beep. Yeah, I can see why check-ins would serve as a good way to check on your progress. But, I mean, everything is graded weekly, and that's kind of the extent of everything, because it's the university I'm going to, the online university, is very much a meant for those who are actively working, it seems. At least that's how they advertise themselves in online advertisements. Like, I want to go back, even though I'm a 40-something-year-old, I want to go back to school to advance my career, sort of thing. Which is awesome. You should always strive for greater education if you can, but it's definitely something that seems more served towards those who are actively working. So that's why it's a little bit more lax as far as when you get things done. But there is still some strict things, too. But I should have more information on every course by Friday, because first seminar is Wednesday, second seminar is Thursday. Wednesdays at 8, Thursdays at 9 are when my seminars be. And I'll go from there and figure out how I'm gonna approach these next 10 weeks of website design and information technology concepts was the other one. Easter Friday is the thing for you. I remember the days when Easter... I remember the days of Easter. Spring break tended to be the week after Easter for me. It did indeed. It did indeed. You don't I mean, that's fair, you know? Different cultures and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Different celebrations, all that kind of stuff. I feel like it's just sort of a bit more of an ingrained thing here than a lot of people would care to admit. Because, I mean, like I said, when I was young, my spring breaks happened in the week following Easter, and it always seemed to be called Easter break from any source of media at the time. But nowadays, it's just called a more blanket spring break than anything. So, times are changing, who knows? I guess it kind of depends on where you go for various things. But that was the last of the Satanta missions, which is all of the quests, excluding the free quests, recommended level 90+, and the high difficulty quests, getting us a single summon ticket, as well as the last Noah level up, and unlocking complete all missions for a lore. And there's the challenge. The challenge quest was all the way at the bottom. I could have led with the challenge quest and I didn't realize it. Oh boy. Alright. So, the only holiday you really celebrate is Chinese New Year. Fair enough. So, high difficulty Imitation Grail War is the name of this one. I was about to say I have zero idea of what to expect, but I guess it's telling me what to expect. Vanquishing enemies will earn you Vanquish points. You will win the battle once you collect over 100 Vanquish points. When the enemy activates Guts 7 times, the Holy Grail manifestation activates. The HP of the player's servant on the front line will be completely recovered in a Holy Grail obtained state. If a servant in a Holy Grail obtained state is defeated, the Holy Grail capture is activated, and the Holy Grail will go to the opposing team. If the player defeats an enemy in a Holy Grail obtained state, the amount of Vanquish points gained will increase. However, be warned that you will not be able to do formation changes. If the enemy is in a Holy Grail obtained state, their MP charge will increase every turn. That sounds complicated. I'm gonna probably wait until the full thing is out before I take a look at it, I'm gonna admit, J6. Just because I kind of prefer binging stuff nowadays. Solo leveling has reminded me why I don't watch weekly anime anymore. Because I don't like the wait between. Oh no, you understood none of it? Oh no, did they butcher it badly? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Did they really butcher? Oh, you're talking challenge quest. I thought we were still talking about Summer Pockets. Okay. But it sounds like this is a bit of a gauntlet. It mentioned enemies with guts, fully healing, getting points, so I'm gonna go in with the Lam squad. A little bit modified, but we're gonna have our prima ballerina be the star of the show. And the meme master. Nope, can't bring the meme master. Alrighty. I think I'll stick with this. Let's see how this is all about. First 5 seconds of the second episode is something only those who read the VN will fully understand. That's fair. I mean, who knows? Maybe as the full anime comes out, it'll be understandable to people who rewatch or something. I don't know. Satanta, Heroine XX, and Cursed Arm Hassan. All of them have guts. Earn over 100 Vanquish points to win this one. Okay. Kaleidoscope, 2 charges at the start of battle. Vessel of the Saint, start with 1 charge and immune to all debuffs. A Fragment of 2030 increases the crit rate. They have frickin' CEs on them. That is wild. And honestly kind of hilarious. Okay. Doot that beat. Let's dance all over them. See how we do. And the fact that Satanta's here does make this a little more difficult. Change party member. Tiamat? And Martha. Support chain, rearguard sprite, support change mystic eyes, support change number of the... What the frick are you doing? I got 10 points. Okay. What CEs do you have? Covering fire, increased damage and crit hit. You also have a K-scope. Cool. I'm kinda screwed. I'm kind of screwed here. I don't have a full Castoria. Trying to think, is there any good way out of this? I can't even switch the stun target to Martha. Can I? No, I can. Try for the stun on Martha. Nope. Damn it. I think we need to hope we KO Satanta. Not for them, apparently. Not for them. Oh yeah! There we go. Satanta switch for Leonidas. Tiamat for Medusa. Martha for Draco. Okay, they definitely have more servants than on a standard Holy Grail War team. I'm just saying. This isn't fair. They have more servants than I do. How is this fair? Okay, I don't understand the points at all now. Why did I get 29 points that time? Medusa, what do you got? You just have 3 flat evasions. What are CEs? Vessel of the Saint, immune to all buffs and start charge. Under the Sun, for decreased damage as well as 3 evasions. Another Ending for art card effectiveness and crit damage. Gracious me. Damn. I need to focus down Draco. This is a tough one, honestly. Just the sheer variety of enemies. Adelante! Come on, Lamb, do it. No! Yes, it is. Sure, just make Medusa invincible for some unknown reason. She's got guts, evasion, damage reduction, invincibility? Sure, why not? Do you just want to give her an Avalon Defense 2 game? Will that make you happy? Just giving her the Avalon tier defense? Okay, trying to think. Best way to deal with Draco here. I'm confident that... Actually, Lam Lam doesn't have her buffs anymore. A lot of those buffs have gone away. Do that. And there goes there goes Atalanta and Draco. Medusa's still hanging on. Satanta's back. Yay! As is Curse Storm. Am I not supposed to get a Holy Grail at some point? There we go! I got the Holy Grail! Yay! Holy Grail! Trying to think best way to approach this all. This is the best way, I think. How many evasions do you have left? You have a straight up 2 evasions left. Honestly, right now, curse you, Medusa. You are the tankiest one by far. And it's annoying as heck. Okay, Cursed Arm is down, that's good. This cast gets me 2 invinces. Yeah, target focus up yourself. Sure. What? Sure. Why not? That is a good point. Okay, what was this coordination? You remove buffs from that Castoria, and then you focus fire that Castoria. What the heck, game? That is too targeted. That is hyper targeting their game. Trying to think. Medusa. Medusa. I didn't bring Merlin. Frick! Medusa's AoE, but I have no means of breaking through easily because both Medusa and Martha are AoE. Waver's gonna go down here, as is Cass. Unless I can get a KO. This is all dependent on me taking out Martha here. If I don't take out Martha... Oh god, I gotta take out Satanta too. I just remembered he did target focus. Martha needs to go down to NP, and then Satanta... I don't know. For guts and glory. Let's see what we pull off. Satanta to NP, Martha to NP as well would be great. Maybe. Yes. We got both of them. Sadly, we're not going to focus on Medusa. So we are probably going to lose Waver. Sure, Leonidas, go ahead and, target focus yourself. Yes, it does. I am so glad that I have the fully boosted event damage CE. So freaking glad. Okay, Scotty. I'm at 78 points right now. Defense down. Get that charge going. This is risky. I have no guarantees here that I'm gonna get a KO with Lambda. If Cass survives, then we should have another NP next turn. For Guts and Glory! I don't know what that phrase is from, but I'm saying it. Got at least one. Okay, that's good. I think we just wiped their board. Atalanta coming in, that's fine. XX coming back in is fine. And Draco goes down. Okay, we got another NP regardless. Excellent. Cursed Arm is back. We did it! I don't know what the heck I did, but I did it. Okay. That was honestly a very interesting challenge quest. That was interesting and very enjoyable. It really made you think. Huh. Okay. I mean, granted, I just sort of swam my way to victory there, but, that was pretty good. Good work. You've conquered this spiral-proof world completely. Indeed, I admit it. It has been quite the journey. Thank you, Umu. I hope one day I'll be able to level you up. One day. For now, though, we're going to do the collaboration commemorative quest as well. We're going to use a baseline Seba for this. Because why not? I don't know what to expect. Also, am I an idiot that had Merlin's Bond CE on Scotty? The answer to that question is yes. Yes, I am. I'm an idiot who had Merlin's Bond CE on Scotty. Well done, me. Well done. Hey, I've got this as a display. Doesn't have the text there, but I do have that image as a display. It's pretty cool, honestly. I like it. Matahari and Kiyohime. Do that deep. Man, I don't think I've ever actually used Saber properly. Or if I have, it's been a very long time since I have used her. I wonder what the purpose of these servants being on the Bola is, though. What correlation is there between Matahari and Kiyohime? What coincident similarities do they have? Martha and Amadeus. Again, two seemingly unconnected servants. Actually, no, they were both in the quote-unquote first singularity, weren't they? They were both in France. Kiyohime was as well, but Matahari wasn't? Actually, thinking about it, has Matahari even had a story appearance? I can't recall. Huh. Yeah. If I can't recall, that means she probably hasn't. Sumanai, Emiya, Leonidas. Okay, it's just random servants. Because it's not even the servants that are on that image. Which would have made sense. So, I guess they just chose random servants for this little shindig here. It's their choice, you know. Also, who was Gorgon? Who was Medusa's replacement in that all? I wasn't even paying attention. I was just more focused on the fact that I was close to winning. Who was Medusa's swap? Huh. I can't remember. There was 4, right? Everybody had like 3 or there was like 4 alternates for each position, right? Gosh, I can't remember. Ah, Excalibur. The noble phantasm that started it all. Alrighty. That's the commemorative event quest done. Nice and quick. Is there anything going along? Just the Fate Grand Order Arcade CE. The stage is now set in the arcade, a new Holy Grail war played out by servants. On this stage, there's not only one Chaldea, and there's not only one final master of humanity, and there's not only one kind of justice or ambition. Those are kind of ominous words, but that's kind of it for the event. Really. That's kind of everything the event had for us here. Did I get the... not that. Yeah, I don't need to get any of this stuff. I already have everybody, so the Leaves of Evocation are just gonna be sitting... I'm gonna be sitting on those for a long time. Goodbye, Ban Vader. Be banned again. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in the rare prism shop. I did my monthly mana prism exchange. Yeah, monthly mana prism exchange is kind of done. So there's not really much else to do. I could get Man of Chaldea. Maybe later. Because there is one thing I can do. I said I would do it before. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do some servant leveling here. I'm not gonna take out my golden foes just because I still have some golden foes to obtain. I should probably check to see if I have any foes currently, though. Cancel that. Do I have foes? I do not have any foes. Okay. So, let's start out by taking out some silver foes. Doot. Dot. Deet. That's 40 foes. So, top of the line of the level up order is Helena. Excuse me. Helena shall be the first servant that will be leveled up in this batch of to go. So, Helena, Helena, Helena. Befed the foes and grow in strength. But it's nice to finally get some servants leveled up. I'm pretty sure I'm caught up and that every servant that has been gained has been added to my level up order document, and if not, then I'm going to be very sad with myself if I get to the end of it and realize I missed somebody. But that's, you know, that's not going to happen. I've been much more diligent ever since LB7. Much more diligent. Do I want to burn the 5-star embers? Do I have any 4-star embers stored away? That's the question. Do I have 4-star embers stored, or have I been taking those out? Nope, I do have some. So, 1 hundo, 2, 3... I have 300 4-star embers, and I don't have room for all of them. So we'll find out exactly how many we get. Helena. So yeah, gonna just do some leveling up here for a little bit, and then we'll probably call the stream afterwards. Maybe I'll throw, like, one more ticket bunch on Draco or Tiamat's banner. I don't know. And I know I usually wait until a super great success chance thing to do these, but I don't know when the next one of those is gonna be. And sometimes they happen on times when I'm doing other stuff, so, you know, figure better to get this out of the way now rather than later. Helena's second ascension is she gets a hat and a book, and her dress gets frills. I suppose this is it. What do you think? Matama grows to... Or Matama A is crit stars every turn for 5 turns, and MP strength for 1 turn. Kind of middling, but she is an early game servant, so that is not terribly surprising. I honestly can't even remember if I've ever used her in battle. Like, even when she had any kind of story significance. Have I ever used you, Helena? I don't think I have, which is kind of sad. She is an older servant, you know? And I sense something greater than myself. I suppose this way isn't so bad. An interlude, the world that she sees, has been unlocked. But this currently does mean starting next week we will get back to the interlude grind unless they announce another event out of nowhere that blindsides me, but they won't do that, right? I mean, we're getting close to the summer season. Really, summer servants are only, what, 3 months away at this rate? And we'll have summer servants out? That'll be awesome. And I am going to need to make sure I save quartz for said summer servants, because otherwise I am going to be very sad. She has a little general and a coat. Ta-da, I dress myself in Lemurian style. Does it suit me? Sure, even though I have no idea what Lemurian style is. Search for the unknown bee. Quick, arts, and buster for all allies for 3 turns. Man, there's a 3-star caster servant who has a 1-turn variation of that skill for himself, split across 3 different skills. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Really makes you think and wonder just what the heck they were doing when they designed Geronimo. Why did they do him so dirty? Poor Geronimo. He definitely needs retraining. His skill set, that is. He does not deserve to be done as dirty as they done did him. Alrighty. So we're approaching the end of Helena. After Helena, who is the next contestant? It is Wu Zetian, looks like will be the next one. As for how many I'm going to do, I don't know. I'm going to do at least a couple servants leveled up here. Maybe I'll go until I'm out of material. Final Ascension. She's lounging back on a chair. It's not so bad being a servant. I can sense the Matamas. And I've got you, a new disciple. Oh, could you grab that book for me? And we unlocked her rank-up quest, and gained 3 sync quartz. Woo, quartz! Honestly, the quartz is another reason I'm doing this, is because I need quartz. I'm suffering from quartz deficiency disorder right now, you know? Quartz deficiency disorder. It could be alleviated, though, if you all just donated, how many is it? Like, gosh, maybe it's a bit per penny. So 100 would be $1, 1,000 would be $10. So if you guys all just donated like 100,000 bits a piece, like right here and now, I could totally alleviate my quartz deficiency disorder. Could totally do it, but I would honestly, that'd be a ridiculous amount of bits. I do wonder though, what is the record for the most amount of bits ever given in a single stream? I gotta wonder that. -1 to Draco. I'm not terribly surprised at that, J6. I'm not terribly surprised. Even though Draco is nowhere near the top, keeping her down. That's fair, though. That is fair. So, -1 to Draco and +2 to Tiamam. Alrighty. Scrolling down, down, down towards the bottom of the list. Matama is leveled up now, and Draco is so down. I'm surprised you're having Draco... just specific... Okay, gotcha. Tiamam is at a 0. If she got even one more point, she could very well have been leveled up this stream. Just one more point, and she could have very well been gotten leveled up this stream. Oh well. It is what it is. So Matama... Caster Matama. Let's get her to 666. Is there any significance to -7 for Draco, out of curiosity, J6? Any special significance, or you just want her at that number because you like the number 7? Alright, so that's 1. And I'm the 7 Dragon. Fair. That is completely fair. And I'm still a proponent of they need to add in a way to do multiple skill level ups in one go. Also, good lord, I just saw Helena's skill cooldowns. A 10-turn cooldown initially for her first skill, a 9-turn cooldown initially for her first and second skills. Good gracious. Just what kind of role is Helena supposed to fulfill if she has 3-turn buffs for 9-turn downtime? Or, at best, a 7-turn downtime. What the heck are they doing with her kit? Not a very good one. I mean, Archer, or not Archer, Waver is a 5-turn cooldown, I want to say, or something like that. It's ridiculously bad, she has. But, all that aside, she is pretty good. I stand to be corrected. I guess I will find out one way or another. But all that said and done, Helena, you are fully leveled up, so it is time to come off the level up rankings. So next is gonna be Wu Zetian. First though, we need more foes. Honestly, I could see the foes being the limiting factor in exactly how many servants we level up here, but we'll find out. I think I've got plenty of them. I think I have plenty of foes. Boop dot. Beep. Boop. You use her for buffs, then Chen Gong sends her away. That's not a terrible idea. If it works, it works. Alright, so she is an assassin. There's assassin. So, oh, not that. Fine, just do the embers first, then she gets the foes. Wow, she got a great success. Okay. She really wanted those embers, I guess. She really wanted those embers. Do you Chen Gong away your problems a lot, by the way, J6, out of curiosity? Still not enough. The flashier the outfit, the better. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, right now, Wu, you are going to be going back into your first Ascension outfit. As it currently stands, you are going to be going back into your first Ascension outfit. Imperial Privilege B, chance to increase attack for 3 turns, defense, and restore your HP. But yeah, if your manner of dress does not improve, Wu, you are going to be going back into your first Ascension, because, yeah. Those kind of outfits are a little bit much on servants with your body type. You may use Chen Gong when going for solos. Gotcha. That's fair. Even though I do know that, technically speaking, Wu Zetian is a full-grown woman, I still don't care for that manner of dress on that body shape. Is a target, so he gets targeted after NP. Okay, I can see where you're going with that. So you use people to buff, and then Chen Gong fires them off as a ballistic missile. Oh, as expected. Actually, what took you so long? It kind of depends on when I got you. That kind of determines what took me so long to start leveling you up there, Wu. Excuse me. And then after he casts his NP, he gets blasted down himself. That's fair. You know what would be really cool, though, is if you found somebody with a support Chengong to Chengong your Chengong. You know, give him a taste of his own medicine. Yeah, still, I think you're going back to the first. Your prestige is returning. Only appropriate for an Emperor. This is not appropriate at all. Empress's Charisma A. Attack for 3-turn boost for all allies, and a 3-turn quick effectiveness boost for all allies, as well as a single prism. Okay. But, why do you say Wu Zetian is an interesting historical character? I can admit to not knowing much about her. Other than that, in the Chinese version of the game, she is completely censored out, I think. But then a lot of Chinese servants are censored out in the Chinese version of the game. That's kind of, you know, to be expected, I think. Actually, thinking out loud, I haven't heard much of the Chinese or the Korean version of the game, I think it was. This is right in proper form for the Empress Regent. What do you think? What do you think? You could act happier and more surprised, you know? Actually, do that. I got her rank up quest. I got 3 quartz. And I got her back to her first ascension. Better. Oh, didn't mean to fully exit out. She's interesting because she held complete Imperial power. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by complete Imperial power, specifically? Level limit reached. Alrighty, so now we go ahead and skill her up to a 666. Assassin, there she be. Alrighty. So we're about to be taking her off the level up order dock. And then the next contestant will be Ruler Scotty. Alright. That's going to actually be a servant that may have some impact on how I play the game going forwards, because she is a solid quick choice. Nice. But I think maybe after Ruler Scotty is when I will call stream, just because I don't want to do too many servants that are at the 0 ranking, because then it's just kind of, it's my choice of who gets leveled up based on who I like, you know? But I do think Scotty was up a point at least at one point and then subtracted a point, so that's why I'm going to justify being able to start leveling up Ruler Scotty, who is the next contestant. So we need to remove more foes. Actually, I can do this now. So I finally get that 30 foe out of there. And let's claim the weird number Hellfires of Wisdom. And then start claiming, we'll just start with that and then go from there. Servants, and all the way towards the bottom, the Ruler class. Alrighty, and with this, we are locking in Ruler Scotty. So there's only a few cases of the Empress Regent in China where a female monarch temporarily took power because the emperor was too young or whatnot. But Wu Zetian was the only one to be historically acknowledged as the Empress of China. Huh. That's pretty interesting. So she was certifiably badass then. That's cool. Gotta like it when a servant is a certifiable badass. I do wonder, though, did they... I mean, obviously it's hard to say if they did her character properly, considering I don't know how long ago and how much historical records there are of Wu Zetian, but... You know... I mean, just thinking about it, I don't really get too much of a respect me vibe from Wu. I'm taking a little break. Being in a swimsuit makes me a bit nervous. Showing off skin is so... It's not so liberating as it's not so liberating as the Celtic ska claims. So I'm going to rest in this form for a while. Midsummer Frozen Treat. Attack for 3 turns, quick effectiveness for 3 turns, buster effectiveness for 3 turns for all allies, and 3 turns of crit star gathering for yourself. I honestly do like this ascension for Scotty. This ascension is very nice and relaxed. I like it. Yes, I offered you some embers. She took power by framing it and murdering her political adversaries. So the torturer thing is probably legitimate then. Gotcha. What? Ascension already? But my appearance hasn't changed. That's fair, Scotty. Your appearance is going to change here shortly, and I look forward to seeing what your 3rd ascension looks like. Hey, we got a super or great success. Nice. Fairly accurate. Okay, that's fair. I mean, you know, not everybody's a hero. Ooh. I know. Beautiful, right? I look good in it, right? Hardly surprised since I am the Queen of the Gods. If only I could say such a thing with confidence. Fanciful Summer Nights A+, and P-Gauge, Bustard card, gather rate for 1 ally, and gain some stars. Only the torture part seems accurate, everything else is hard to say. So it's hard to say if she was actually afraid of cats / ghosts. Honestly, this Ascension artwork looks amazing for Summer Scotty. Like, that is some high quality artwork. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of thinking that Scotty might be one of the rotating Ascension types. I might put Summer Scotty on the rotation of Ascensions. Just to always mix it up. What does your final Ascension look like, Scotty? Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Final Ascension is... close up of that. You've stunned me, really, with all the work you put in. No, I'm actually complimenting you. Really. I'm impressed by how much you stuck with me. Quartz! Yay, Quartz! Yeah, I think this officially seals it. Scotty is going to be on the rotation of outfits. I know. What do I know? I know a lot of things. But you need to tell me what it is specifically that I know. Otherwise, I won't know if I know exactly what it is you're talking about, you know? But with this, Scotty is level limit reached. We're gonna zoom in. And we are going to... where is the random thing again? Is it under profile? No. It's not in profile. Is it in character? Where's the always random? I can't remember. Where's the always random button? Her 3rd outfit is off out of bridal. Huh. That's pretty cool. I can see it. I can definitely see it. Oh, did not mean to zoom in. Trying to swipe. You can choose to display a random ascension for servants you hold. When set to on, the servant's appearance will be determined. So I think I need to... If you select match overall settings, the current on-off for settings display random for... So I think that's what I need. I think those are the two options I want if I want her to be randomly randoming. Alright, but let's get her skill up, and I think I'm actually going to boost her up to a 10-10-10. Provided I have the materials, of course. Because, again, excellent support servant. So I don't see any reason to not do so. And it is certainly looking like I can. Conch shells towards the end. Excuse me, by the way. Genesis eggs. Okay, we're good. We got this. So 10-10-10, Summer Scotty is coming in hot. Alright. But I think this is going to be probably, ironically, just a better Scotty. Yeah, she kind of supports both Buster and Quick, as well as provides crit stars. I'm still probably going to use baseline Scotty as well, just because I do have baseline Scotty's Bond CE, but I can definitely see some Melt Wombo combos where I use both versions of Scotty, and then a support Ruler Scotty. I can definitely see that. Scotty, yeah, true. They power crept her so bad. Honestly, Ruler Scotty is a better class, too. Ruler class is kind of better than Caster, just defensively. Alrighty. So, I think I'm going to start winding down the stream here. Power cut by herself, indeed. The only one who can beat me is myself. But yeah, I think I'm going to start winding down the stream here. Actually, I'm going to see. Is there anybody else who deserves to be down up to 10-10-10? Anybody at all here deserve to be a 10-10-10. Of the servants that I have leveled, that is. I should probably put Zerker's Altar up to 10-10-10. I don't know why she's not at 10-10-10, but she is a waifu, so she should be at 10-10-10. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to start boosting Zerker's Altar up to 10-10-10, and then we will call the stream there. So, I'm actually going to start signing off now. So, I have been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. With the event done, we will finally be getting back to interludes, as I said, unless they, drop something else. All of LB7 has been published by the time of this stream, and has been long since published by the time this ends up being published, so make sure to watch that if you want to see a section-by-section thing, as well as watching me stress out against ORT, which took the course of 2 full streams, so like 6 hours in total. But yeah, that's all for me. Once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Check me out, Twitch, YouTube, same name, same games, plenty of content for everybody. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.